Welcome to East Grinstead Hockey TV and our second live stream of today, which sees Sevenoaks under-18 girls play against Proseries indoor under-18s from Ireland. If you are new to this live stream, this is part of a indoor series presented by Grays, and thank you very much, Grays, for being the presenting partner. Our friends from Ireland, the Ireland senior men and women, are here to play in a series of matches against a team from the two indoor Premier Leagues in England, the men's and the women's sides, whilst also bringing across the juniors from the Pro Series setup over in Ireland as well. So we will have under-18s now playing, and Sevenoaks under-16s have just completed a really good 6-3 win against the Pro Series side. Good quality game of hockey, really some very lovely play by both sides. Obviously the outcome in favour of Sevenoaks, but we will see what this game brings. And the teams begin, and we expect to see some more good quality. There's a lovely play there, bringing the ball out of defence by Sevenoaks, and a very sharp, incisive attack very quickly. And there is a goal for Sevenoaks already. So with the score at 1-0 within the first 2 minutes of the game, Pro Series will look to try to sharpen up some of their possession, and Sevenoaks are already on the attack again. Here comes the Pro Series side, and they bring it into the circle looking for an opportunity to shoot at goal. So we, just to make you aware, this is our, what are we on, 5th indoor live stream, and make no excuses for the fact that we're using this series to learn about the technology that we need to live stream indoor sports here at East Grinstead. But obviously there are some things that we haven't got quite right just yet, and hence there's a little bit of there's some flicker on one of the cameras which we will struggle to rectify with such a flood of games to stream back to back. So apologies for some flickering to the black screen. So short corner for Sevenoaks. An early break of the line by Pro Series means they have to defend this with one fewer player. That shot looked to me, yes, it's a 16, so not a goal. But it has been given as a penalty stroke. Sometimes it all moves rather quickly. And there is goal number 2 for Sevenoaks, nicely taken. show you the penalty stroke. Here we go. A very simple highlight there. Nicely taken by the Sevenoaks player. And another short corner. It looks like an outstretched arm by one of the spectators, perhaps querying the validity of that decision. But we will have an opportunity to see Sevenoaks under 18s again make some attacking inroads. Goal scorer to the right of your screen. It bypasses her and saved by Proseries. The Proseries team bring the ball out confidently. Halfway through the first quarter, and it is Sevenoaks 2, Ireland 0. Sevenoaks playing some nice hockey into the circle. Interesting ball across the space, but nobody was able to get onto the end of it, and Proseries have an opportunity now to reset with a 16-yard hit. Short corner for Sevenoaks. Now that was a lovely goal. Top left-hand corner. We definitely want to see that one again. So here we go, beautifully received and into that top corner. Lovely. Sevenoaks playing some lovely hockey here, recycling the ball extremely well. Some good pace around their attacks. Lovely ball across the face of the goal there by Proseries. Exactly the sort of pass you should be making off those boards. Just missed the right forward coming in to grab the deflection. Nice play there by Proseries, managing to split the two Sevenoaks players. Sevenoaks goalkeeper playing extremely well. Not sure if it's the same goalkeeper that played earlier in the under-16 game. Similar kit. Either way, she's playing very well. Really good, flat, hard kicks, helping to even set up the next attack. End of the first quarter. And we're back for the second quarter. That timing just about worked perfectly. Thank you for watching our live stream. Please feel free to drop comments in the chat. We'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. We're very proud that overnight we hit our 1 millionth live stream, or 1 millionth video view on our channel. It's taken us 4 years to get to that, so we're pretty pleased with that. What we have found is that when you like and subscribe to other field hockey or indoor hockey channels, that content and similar content will appear in your YouTube feed. So if you like watching hockey, then like and subscribe to EG, not just for our streams, but it means that you'll get fed hockey from other similar channels, be that Surbiton, Beeston, other clubs across Europe that live stream their matches. It's all about the YouTube algorithm. Great possession play here from Sevenoaks, really building a nice solid platform. Nice spin there from the right defender. Fortunately, she's had her pocket picked, but the Pro Series player wasn't quite able to turn that into a goal. Good shooting chance though, but that Sevenoaks goalkeeper comfortably had it covered. And a short corner for Sevenoaks. The Pro Series players not enjoying that decision. Very grumpy about that. Sevenoaks number 9, I think it's number 9, has showed quite some skills. Scored a penalty stroke earlier, and she was the one that carried the ball into the centre of the circle that time. Definitely one with talent, that one, that number 9. I think Sevenoaks will try a variation here. I think it might. Well, how wrong can I be? Another one, and actually that reminds me that that number 9 there, she scored a very similar one in the first half. Top left-hand corner. That's clearly her go-to short corner execution, if she can do so. And let's have a little look at it. Here we go. So here, she's just received the ball here, and look at that technique. Really nice play. Lovely, lovely, lovely drag flick. I think that's a player that we will see a fair amount more of in the future. And here she comes up the right-hand side. Our cameraman trying to keep up. The second live stream of the day for our cameraman. It's going to be a long day with 9 matches in a row. I suspect he will have square eyes by the end of the day. Good defending by Pro Series here. Have managed to get themselves out of trouble, but number 9 has sniffed that ball and putting a shot in, this time comfortably saved by the Pro Series goalkeeper. And Sevenoaks, with good discipline, build their platform with those two players, and they have their centre player on the left-hand boards, which is a tactic to try to overload one side of the pitch and create space. The Pro Series team, though, are not fooled by that, and they've given her enough space to receive the ball, which she has done, and gets off a nice shot. Sevenoaks worked that nicely. Couldn't get the goal, but 2 opportunities there. Very clever use of the overload. And again, you can see that player at the top of the pitch, just by the doors to the hall. Here she is on the ball. She's hugging that sideboard, and she's using that opportunity to pull the Pro Series players out of position. If they choose not to go out of position, it creates space for her. here comes a short corner for Sevenoaks, and number 9 is not on the pitch this time, and so we play what I like to call the short corner prediction game, and so that involves guessing who in the Sevenoaks team is going to receive and flick, and I think it's the one in the middle, number 22, and yes, but unfortunately for Proseries, one of their players has broken the line, and that means for this retake, Sevenoaks have a slightly easier opportunity. So same again, and again the Proseries player has broken the line. If Sevenoaks are patient here, they may be able to take this shot against an empty goal, but we'll see. Will they do the same thing again? Yes. And that's a lovely taken goal. So we will have a look at the technique there. We'll just run that. Here we go. And I've chosen the wrong angle. Here we go. Here comes the ball to the receiver in one nice smooth move, and she plays it into that top left-hand corner. Really lovely, lovely chance. So that brings the score to Sevenoaks 5, Proseries 0. Sevenoaks definitely doing a nice job of taking their chances. And I think that is the end of that period of the game. So if you haven't guessed, this weekend's indoor hockey is presented in partnership with Grays. Grays are our East Grinstead Hockey Club kit provider, and we love working with Grays very much. They love to use our facility for product launches and promotional content, as you've seen those 2 videos just there, filmed on our AstroTurf down just around the corner from the clubhouse. And we're really delighted to have their support over this weekend. So the Proseries team returns to the pitch, give the rustling. Just had some breakfast delivered to me. So here we go into the third quarter. Sevenoaks with a short corner here, and number 9 is on the pitch, and she's had two goals in the top left-hand corner so far. So I'm going to place a bet that she's going to have another opportunity. Well, I was wrong. However, the ball did go to her, and she did a very lovely job there of taking the ball and squaring it to her teammate. So breakfast done. 6-0 for Sevenoaks, and that 6th goal coming from a short corner that was injected to number 9. She of the top left-hand corner drag flick. This time she cleverly crossed the ball or passed the ball, slipped it under her left shoulder, and the Sevenoaks player receiving did a lovely job of putting it through the onrushing defenders to score Sevenoaks' 6th goal. So we have a short corner for the Pro Series team. And it's a goal for the Pro Series team. That's been a long time coming. Here we come, nice receive and flat flick all in one smooth motion, and the bottom left hand corner. And a little low five there, so some celebration from the Pro Series team. And a little spell here for Pro Series as they win a second short corner pretty much within 1 minute. Are they looking to mount a little bit of a comeback here? Can they claw 5 goals back? Well, it's been done before. Nice save by the 7X goalkeeper. I think that was with the hand. And nicely played out by the 7X number 12 defender, finding an angle to clear the ball far up the pitch. Not an easy thing when you're in a congested defence. I think there is another short corner there. So that little reverse flick under the shoulder by the Pro Series player. I think there was one with the blue headband. That found the foot rather effectively. The 7X goalkeeper's been very impressive so far. She did a great job of keeping the last one out. Let's see what she can do with this one. Something not considered to be right there. One of the 7X players broke the line, so. Just wide of the left post. Brave defending on the line on the post by the 7X defender. I think there was a little bit of a sigh of relief there. Big miss there by the Pro Series player. She's the one who's been making things happen in the last few minutes. Nice play by the Pro Series team. Extremely well worked opportunity there, but couldn't turn that into a goal. That was very, very good indoor hockey. Good use of the boards by 7X. And there's that number 9, and she set up a beautiful opportunity there, but unfortunately her teammate couldn't take advantage. And here we have another short corner for the Pro Series team. They've won 3 or 4 short corners in this period. Looks to me like this is going to go to the player with the little blue headband. Of the 3 that you can see at the top of the circle, she's the rightmost one. Yeah, and actually a very calmly taken goal. And that was at the end of time, so we can have a quick look at that one. So look how she receives the ball in one smooth motion and then drags it into the circle and then releases it. Now you'll notice that the Sevenoaks girls didn't really defend that, and I think that was probably quite sensible by them. It was the end of the period, and probably they were just thinking about, do I really need to put my body on the line for this particular goal or this particular shot? So sensible play all around, I would say. And now we have the final quarter with a score sitting at Sevenoaks 6, Irish Pro Series 2. It's time for 4 goals. Can the Pro Series team score 4 without reply? Lovely spin there by the Pro Series player, but on receiving the ball, the Pro Series forward unfortunately dinked the ball up into the air, and so that's a foul. Nice play by the Pro Series player there, drawing a couple of fouls. Very tenacious defending there by Sevenoaks. There's that goalkeeper again in there. She's worked very hard in this game. No goals yet in this period for Pro Series, although they have just won a short corner. So maybe I spoke too soon. And there is another goal for the Pro Series team, and I think that was that's been coming a while. Let's just take a look at that. Again, the receive is really smooth, and then it looks like she's going to drive into the circle, but she slips it left, and again a very smooth receive into the air, and then oops a daisy, oh, over she goes. But that brings the score to Sevenoaks 6, Pro Series 3, and I think that just shows it. All you need to do is win a few short corners, and you can actually close the gap in the score pretty quickly. But nevertheless, a nice high-scoring game, plenty of action to watch. There's that number 9 again. I think just had her angles a little bit wrong, but could see the intent there. And now Sevenoaks cleverly secure a short corner. Again, that number 9, she's when she's on, she's usually at the centre of the activity, and there was a lovely bit of play there where she looked to be trying to go around the player's weak side, but the player committed the stick, and she was deft enough to change the direction, actually quite skillfully, and bring it round her opponent on the other side. Now we have a short corner, and I think, you know, having seen several corners with number 9 on the pitch, and she's half on the screen, I would bet it will go to, and I was wrong. Well, it has gone to her. A very well worked corner, but the execution not quite finished. Here comes the Pro Series team. Goodness me, they will be cross with themselves because they've allowed that to go all the way across the circle without managing to trap it, and one would have thought they could probably get a shot off if they got control of the ball. Again, there's that goalkeeper. She's done very well today. And again, she's done well. Pro Series recycling the ball. Whilst Sevenoaks are 6-3 up, I would say that some of that scoreline difference is equally attributable to the goalkeeper, not just to those who have scored the goals. And again, she does, this time with her left hand. And again with her left foot. And again with her right foot. So this Sevenoaks goalkeeper has some talent. She's agile, she's quick out to the top of the circle, she kicks flat and hard. I would imagine that the Pro Series team, because they just created another fabulous opening, I think they're probably wondering what do they need to do to get past the Sevenoaks goalkeeper. So 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes remain. Very, very good stop on the line by the Sevenoaks player. That was a left hand on the ground goal block. The goalkeeper was beaten, but because the defender had her left hand on the ground, I think it actually hit her hand as she made the save. And your hand is part of the stick, according to the rules. So that is a perfectly legal play. Now, Sevenoaks have a 2-on-1, which they've unfortunately just missed. Unfortunately, left-sided forward for Sevenoaks wasn't able to put the shot on target. Seven Oaks have another corner. And as I've said a few times in this game, I think there's that number 9 just on the right hand edge of the screen. And she gets the ball, and it is a penalty stroke. So she put the ball in her trademark spot of the as high as she can on the left hand side, but it was judged to have been saved illegally, and this time number 22 will take the stroke, which she does very nicely, putting the ball into the bottom right hand corner. So we'll just have a quick look at that. There we go, bottom right hand corner. Doesn't get much more accurate than that. And big smiles all round, I think. And I think that is the end of the game. And I'll just update the score, because it's 7 goals for Seven Oaks. I'm ever so sorry about that. But thank you for watching. We're going to end that stream right now because we have more to come. And we look forward to seeing you later on.